You're welcome to our YouTube channel. This is the Taylor platform. It's been a while that we've been here though. Why are you giving me that eye look?
Uh, well, maybe it's about the topic of today, Sha.
It's been a while that we've been here, but we are so excited, yeah, to be back. hmm My name is Titi Lokwe Arowolo.
And my name is Olasukomi Arowolo.
I like the way you just pronounce that your name. There's one way you pronounce the way. Thank you. Now go back. Thank you. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Can play with your toys, please. Lua, please. Thank you. All right. This is what it is. Each time you see this recording fast forwarding forward, it means it's your last cam. Interfere with the production. So anyway, today we're talking about something. Obviously, as you can tell from her face, she has been running away
I've
from
not
this
been running
production.
away. Like life has just been happening the way. So it's been about transitioning and trying to figure things out in different ways. Although Ola has been prompting me that let's do this recording for a while, but somehow, Sha, I've not been available. Emma be no see me.
You are unavailable.
Forgive me. I'm so sorry,
You have
guys.
been unavailable for me. All right. So anyway, that's it is what it is. So today I want to knock on the topic, and that's the purpose of marriage. The purpose of marriage, yeah. It may not be the regular thing, you know. Yeah, we need to talk about it anyway. Especially us. Yes, we need to talk about it.
Okay, so because to be
So
sincere,
what exactly do you
I don't
understand?
have an idea about the topic we're talking about today. So you and I were both the audience now because I don't have an idea. So I'll be asking questions and
This is not set up anyway. It's just a mutual kind of discourse.
so
It's not
are
a
we talking
setup.
about our purpose of marriage or generally the purpose of marriage?
We are going to be drifting and narrowing it down to our purpose of marriage. But you know that this particular vlog is part of our bigger goal. You know that, right?
Why are you not doing your mouth like
Do you know that? Do you know that?
only sure?
One lesson.
Kilo day.
Don't threaten me.
No, because of people relax.
Can relax.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm relaxed.
Happy?
I'm relaxed.
Okay, so Ola, lead the floor.
All right. So I just want us to talk. Not very serious. So it's easy. More that I know when you like it, we love it. But I just want us to be more, more intentional about this. Our viewers so we don't take them on.
Yeah, it's true. I even have a lot of things I have to be so intentional about personally. So um, I'm struggling with consistency. So it's a work in progress. To be consistent with something, it's a work in progress. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I understand it has not been easy, but let's talk about I was listening to a message this morning, and then
Okay.
it triggered this and that usually we say your partner, your wife, your husband is your helper. Helper is like that word helper. They sound like one is being one is being helped, and someone is being at advantage and another being disadvantaged. But
Okay.
I realized that the teacher was using the word support,
Okay.
support, support, and really, I think that sounds like a more appropriate word. I'm not saying that helper is wrong, but it's the way it has been. So,
Maybe it's been
yes,
abused.
yes. So,
So
really, in marriage, partners needs to build some kind of higher level of support system to help them achieve the goals that they want to achieve. And when I say support, it's not like the goal of the husband, like in African context kind of thing. It should be like the goal of both parties. It's like two purpose now being kind of
together.
meshed together to achieve. When you achieve the both of them, everybody you're happy, I'm happy, and everybody is happy. So
And so I think when it comes to marriage and not just even Africa, because of the Bible I've already said that, oh, the wife, yeah, is a help.
Mm-hmm.
So somehow people tend to abuse that in a way. Maybe they just think, oh, it's the wife that is just coming to come and help the man. And some women struggle with it, and I, they struggle with it not because, like, I'm not just coming to help you. I also, as a person, I need a support system. So I'm not trying to just figure out my life alone, and also helping you to figure out life alone. But when we talk about supporting, and I think that's why there's also a part of the Bible that also talk about submitting to one another. I think that was just
Yeah,
the one
yeah,
that
yeah.
really killed it all. Like, so it's about you submit to me, I submit to you. So you help me, I help you. You support me. We should, people will always say we should always think about it as like we are a team.
Mm-hmm.
So when you're a team, it's not about somebody leading. It's not just about somebody doing the other one. It's about
No,
both of
don't
you.
get that aspect of it wrong. Oh. There's leadership and there's followership even in my God has like an hierarchy for it.
No,
But what the point I'm trying to drive is that there should be some sort of balancing. So I understand that even the way marriage is,
yeah.
the
What?
woman is more at the receiving end, sacrificial, especially at the beginning of the family. Let's say when you have childbearing, is the woman that would carry the pregnancy, go through all of these
Yeah.
pains, and at that point in time, their life is on pause. That was what we experienced during the very first pregnancy, and some opportunities came your way. At the point in time, I remember you had to even,
Yeah, let
resign
go
your
of
job.
job and everything.
And
Yeah.
yeah, at that point in time, there is actually need for strong support. Yeah, I may not be, I might not have given you everything.
Nah,
And,
you know. I like
yeah.
that. I like that.
Yeah, I might have not have given you everything, but I didn't. I try.
You tried, but I think
But what?
I think what we're gonna talk about pregnancy is gonna be another episode on its own about how pregnancy shapes and also affects family in a way. So I think that's gonna be a different episode.
That's
Yeah.
one thing that I shall know. Well, most importantly, well, husbands, we just have to acknowledge that aspect of it, or that you know, these people that are carrying, they are carrying the baby,
Yeah,
carrying
that's
all
what I
of these
like.
things,
I
and
like that word you just used now. Acknowledge.
Yeah.
I think that is some of the things that kill. Not kill. I don't mean kill literally, pain you are dying. No. But what I'm trying to say that that's some of the things that women actually want. The fact that you are acknowledged. Don't just assume that. Yeah, you are my helper. You need to do it. It's your job. It's your role. It's your responsibility. So, there's a part of you where you can actually. I see what you're doing. I see the sacrifices, and I appreciate it. Saying that alone could actually go a long way. It could make someone not to feel frustrated. Like, you're always complaining. You're always complaining. Don't you see what I'm doing? So I think that's the word. Acknowledging is actually a great one. Actually, in that place.
All right. All that's been said and done. Now let's move to that part of where you are a person, an individual. You have your own dreams before
Marriage.
yes,
Yeah.
and then I'm a man. I have my own dreams before,
Marriage.
and you guys found each other, and you want to love each other. You want to
Yeah.
be with each other, and you
Tell
want
is
to
again.
grow up with each other. But what's most important? Thank you. What's most important is to continue to figure out those plans, and also to to write them out and look for a way on how to harmonize it, and then arrange. Are you beefing me now?
I just like
Anyway, that's how leadership works. As a husband, your wife should learn from you. Yeah. All right. It's a camera eyes on me.
Yeah.
All right. Well, the point is that what's the most important is that let's not those things. Nobody should suffer because marriage has happened.
Okay, so let me help with
The
that
same
one.
way you are enjoying sex mutually, is the same way that you enjoy fulfillment.
How do you know that people enjoy sex mutually?
Well, but if you are not enjoying sex mutually, it's something you should discuss with your partner.
Yeah,
you guys should sit down and discuss.
Oh, I think you are really giving us topics in this place that we need to come and talk about.
Well,
we've talked about sex, we've talked about pregnancy. Those are two topics we need to talk about separately.
That's true.
Okay, so I actually agree with you about purpose, because I think even in our own marriage too, we also have a time where we always want to talk about that, and I can always, I remember we always have that conversation, and like, I know these are the things that are important to you, these are the things you want to work about, but there's also something like there is a calling upon my life that is very, very important to me also. So I really want you to also know that aside from me coming to help you out, this part of me, if I don't do it, I won't feel fulfilled. I won't be happy. I won't feel like I'm a living being or something. So there is really a need for, don't don't just get married and you tell your partner that, especially like, don't get married and you think, oh, my wife doesn't have the right to dream. My wife doesn't have the right to purpose. Don't it's not good. And I even like what ministers are even doing now. Even when those that are coming to be pastor's wife, they find their own ministry too under that ministry.
Yes, as a pastor's wife, you you automatically a pastor yourself,
Yeah.
because somehow there are some aspect of the pastoral duty that your husband may not be able to handle, and some cases may be risky. As a matter of fact, we'll take a clue from history, and we'll see. Is it was it Moses?
Yeah,
Yeah, that
Moses.
was
The
that
father in
wants
law
to, yeah,
had
yeah,
to
that the
advise him.
father-in-law came around here and then said, oh, you can't continue to judge the entire thousands of people.
Mm-hmm.
Train up people, assign them roles, and then you delegate it. So there are some assignments even in marriage that you have to delegate to your partner. The reason you guys are sort of the reason why you guys have come together is because you think you have something in common. You think you can work as a team. You think you can get results together. You can pursue dream,
So
and
I think that's also,
that should always be remembered.
yeah, that's also a message for people that are just about to get married, that are not yet married, like the singles out there. Don't just marry for the fun of marriage. Don't just marry because, oh, he's handsome, he's tall, he's beautiful. You
It's
need
more
to
than that, too.
you need to
It's
figure
more
out,
than
can
that.
our purpose align together? Can our this thing align? I remember before we got married, Allah would always say something about, oh, I want to get married to someone that can fit into my shoes, someone that, if I'm not there, can take it up. I don't know if I'll be doing that, but basically maybe I had the potential of doing that. So
Do you want me to respond to that?
yeah, respond.
Yeah, okay. The point is that in that instant, you had the potential, I saw it in you. You started it, but the thing is that when these things get very busy, and especially when you are at the receiving end, you tend to forget all of this part of this, which is understandable. But we have to come to the point where we acknowledge that we know that this thing ought to be done, is not to be done, not to be giving excuses, and those excuses can be very, very annoying. And when Charlie, okay, yeah. For instance, as you are listening, this particular idea, that you're
Oh,
watching
you
right
got to
now.
run you now. You're just taking it easy.
Okay,
Come on.
this particular idea that you're watching, I'm on mommy. This particular vlog that you're looking at is being
Yeah,
postponed,
but babe.
and she insisted. If you notice that there are two mics now, she insisted that when we have two mics, you was going to do it. He's going to do it. The mic came last week now. He did not do it. Oh, that last
No,
week.
the mic didn't come last week. You told me that when this week. But this week you told me that
Are you
you ordered the
satisfied
mic.
now?
Yeah, I feel good.
My dear
I feel
brother, my dear
good.
sisters that are watching, that is how to fulfill. That is our own dream. I fulfill that dream. She should fulfill my part. And that is why this is happening. So little things like this matters. But then I want to call our attention to something. A word that we've talked about being an helper and then
Being a support.
supporter. There's another word that was used in another version of the Bible that says an helpmeet. Helpmeet. Where help meet, like when you find
Okay,
a wife, you find an help
MEET.
meet, and then helpmeet here, that kind of thing. So I realized that there is a secret in there. You guys, you can't do when they say
Baby,
one
I
will
have the
chase
chance to come back.
one will chase 1,000. I'm looking at my wife. Is it by force that I look at people who've been looking at me?
I
You
apologize
matter,
on
oh.
his behalf.
You matter. Oh, I'm looking at my wife. I like to look at her because she had a follow talk now. So this is, yeah, I dey follow her talk, and na so dey listen. Yeah, make na teach us too. So as it do so, what I intend to say is this:
Helpmate.
helpmates. As helpmates, you have to realize that you guys are meeting together to help one another, to help one another to achieve your goals. So those things have to be clearly stated out without bias, interest, and all of these things. And all of these things comes with times and season. It comes with times and season.
Hold on.
It comes with times and season. Times and season. The woman tend to suffer at the beginning of the relationship. I'm not gonna lie for now. Especially when childbearing, when the child is growing up, sometimes even the woman have to leave the job to focus on the home, and then it now looks like the husband is the only one working, fulfilling the family. But the role that the woman is filling is very significant and is very very important. It's very very important. So that aspect of it is that phase of it. The next phase of it that happens, I also notice is that there will be a time that will come. And that man that thinks he was will be humbled, because a time will come that the wife will now start working, and sometimes, Chela Lua, yeah, go and play.
Thank you.
Thank you. We have seen letter S.
Yeah, go and play. We're still recording.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So there will be a time.
Now, please. Now, please. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you. See you later.
See you.
Yes, yeah, good boy. Thank you. Sorry for that.
There will be a time that the table will turn. Either naturally, naturally. I'm not saying this will be a cause.
Depending though, babe. I think it's because of where we are. That's why it's obvious that the table can turn. If you are in Africa, it might not be that obvious about the table.
No, there are some cases that I think that's where some people have issues. Where there are some times that the Z. Thank you. Chela Lua.
Z. Now go back and
Chela Lua. I will ask you to lock the door. Do you want me to ask you to lock the door? Then go and sit down there and be looking at us from distance. Thank you.
Yeah, no. Let's take the point again. When the table turn around.
Yeah.
There'll be a time.
Yeah. So when the table turn around, there will be a time where the woman will be the one to be the active helper. So at every point in time, I can say categorically, there will be a point where somebody will be most active in helping the family, and the other person will be less active. And that doesn't mean that you should now take advantage of that moment to say, I'm the one doing this.
I'm the one in charge.
Sometimes it's a test.
Sometimes, okay, I think we should give examples for our audience. For instance, now, it could be in terms of finances. Maybe, one party might not be so privileged to have a good job, or might not be so privileged to be working a lot, might not be privileged to be earning a lot. And then, the other part, now maybe it could be the woman that is not doing most of the... Jesus.
You know what to do when you want to wee. Remove your shokoto, your pants, and go to the toilet. Thank you. Now, please.
No, I think I need to help him with that. So I had be potty color. Oh, mom, is potty wa.
Come on, go to the toilet, my friend, and go and wee wee.
Lord, be potty. Go wee wee. Where now to take it from there?
Okay. So.
Sorry, guys, we had a break.
So we had another funny break. So I was going to say something that usually there will come a time where table turn around, and when table turn around, somebody will be an active helper and the other person will be the less active. Not like less active. Somebody will always be the one providing more. It can't be
and
equal.
Even I think it's like one will be with the family more, while the other one is out, maybe doing more about financial.
Yeah, and it becomes more tricky when the woman is one anymore.
Yeah.
So
can be.
There are situations where because the woman is earning more, it feels like I'm in charge and all of those things. So there is need to be careful in that instance to know that this is just a time and it is a season. Sometimes it changes again. When it changes again, we have to respect this period. But the most important thing is to understand the fact that pursuing purpose, you have to work as a team.
Yeah.
When you work as a team, it makes everything easy. You win, I win, the family wins. But nobody outside will know the secrets on
Or
how
you're doing
how you are doing
things.
it. So as for me, at the early stages, it looked like Titi will never work, you know, because I was the one working and
Oh,
then
it's true.
providing the money. Yeah, at some point, she became the one that is working, and me, I became a student, and I could no longer work. So,
It's true.
so it all
I
of
didn't
those
even
things.
remember that.
Yeah, you didn't remember that. Well, you
It's
know,
true, and
but
every money that was coming in was from you. Actually, it's
and
true.
at the point, every money that was coming in was from you. So
Yeah.
it changes,
think-
and we have to
I think it's
respect
about
one.
understanding,
Yes,
though.
understanding. And
It,
this is where I want to say there is need for kind of unified financing. So
mm,
it's difficult thing to accept, but I'm telling you the
yeah.
truth. There's need to be agreed that your money is not your money.
It's our
It's our money.
money, and
How
I
can the
think
husband money be our money and the wife money is not our money? It
yeah,
doesn't make any sense.
I think it still all boils down to trust. Actually, people struggle financially because of trust. Because the reason why I can't believe that your money can be my money, our money can be together, is because I don't trust you. I don't trust what you can do with money, or I don't trust. I think it still boils down to trust
I
for
think
me.
it's still transparency. If you know
And
what your
trust,
partner is doing with
babe.
money,
Yeah,
you will support your partner.
yeah, I think that's
If
why I
you
should say
support
it's
the
still
idea.
transparency and
So,
trust.
so
So for family that struggle with that, I think that they need to visit, talk about it. What exactly
talk about what you want to
is
achieve.
it that one person is
Why?
spending money
In fact, they should
lavishly,
even talk about why what that money that the other partner is hiding.
hiding?
What do you
Yeah.
want to use it to achieve? Let us know what you want to use it to achieve. We can sit down, plan together. If I can even give you part of my money to help you to achieve that thing, so that when we try
And
and need
that is
something,
true because
work.
let me share this experience recently. I was talking with a friend of mine, and she was like, "Oh, babe, you need to collect your husband card. Let's go spend this money. You need to go and get some stuff." And I was like, "It's true. I'm gonna collect this card, but the thing is, the way you are looking at it, that once I collect his card, he's gonna be affected. Like you'll be the one affected, but whatsoever goes around will come around. If his card is gonna be affected, that means that somehow I'm also gonna be affected. It's our card. It's not like it might be in his own name, it might be in my own name, but it's our card. We have this unified account somehow. So whatever money that is coming in for us. Whatever money that is going out from us. So I think that's it, Sha.
Yeah, that's like
Your
the
microphone.
summary of it. And sorry, forgotten my microphone. I was trying to help my wife still. But don't worry about what I'm helping her with.
Yeah, babe. So that remind me. Before we end this video, I want us to do a short game.
Game. I don't understand this game. I came with my own plan. You're coming with your own plan. Well,
Unified.
okay, unified. Okay. All right. So the next thing that I think we have to look
Okay.
at,
Okay.
and in this thing called purpose. This thing called purpose. It's difficult to know.
Now, this purpose we're even talking
It's
about is not
difficult
just
to-
about what God has called us for. It's even about
It's about what you
purpose
want.
of
What you want.
togetherness.
Yes.
The
What do you
pur-
want to be doing together? It's not about childbearing.
Hello.
Because there are some marriages that they don't have children, but yet
And
they
I
are
see
fulfilling purpose.
Purpose, yeah.
So it's not about
And the Lord will still
childbearing.
bless
It's
them.
not only about sexual activities. It's about that career. It's about the wholeness.
Of
think,
marriage. I
um,
think it's about
think,
everything together.
Pastor Kingsley and Pastor Mildred, they thought their name of their new organization is wholeness. Wholeness. Sexual, yes, wholeness. It is. As a matter of fact, there's a program coming up in October 28th.
If
Love
you are in
Dating and
UK,
Marriage. If you are in UK, please
go
attend.
attend. Be a part
I'll
of
try
it.
to put a link to
Single,
it on the in this.
married,
If you are single, you are married,
you get to-
divorced, you are intending to be married, you are thinking of not marrying, don't worry, go. There will be something for you.
Yeah. So marriage goes beyond, and one thing I'm gonna say before we go out of this, like before we finish this session, is that when you and your partner are also going through stuff, when you're going through situation, it's always good when you guys talk about it. Talk about your purpose. Remember why are we in this together? Why did we come together? Why did we decide to be married to one another? And always know something. There's something our pastor will always say: your enemy is not your partner, it's not your husband, it's not your wife. The enemy is the devil. It's always the devil. It's the devil that is tackling the home. It's the devil that doesn't want the home to stand. So always ensure that the reason why you are not having togetherness, the reason why you are not being purposeful together, is because of the enemy. So you need to stand together and defeat the enemy.
It's very important. That togetherness is key, and I would say for you to achieve togetherness, you guys have to be together in everything.
Yeah.
I don't want to talk much, but there is just a mystery, and I've been talking about that mystery. About people have fun, they have sexual intercourse, and they think it goes beyond just fun.
Yeah.
There's a spiritual aspect to it. That togetherness is very important. The same way the togetherness aspect about your vision, your mission, your life, your job, your daily activities, how the home is run, the finances. It has to be completely togetherness, all
Yeah. Don't
togetherness.
have.
Don't hide anything
I
because
know.
devil dwells in secrecy.
I know we say that there is like a life, like people, there is a way people say that, oh, have your life aside from marriage, like have a life aside from, oh, I'm married. You should not just, but even having a life outside of marriage means that whatever you're even still doing, that means that they're trying to say that don't just be like, oh, I'm just a wife and after that, nothing else. Whatever it is that you're trying to do, career, do it together. You might not be in the same line of career, but talk about it. Talk about things you're going through. Don't just have a place in life that where you are just doing it alone. Your husband is not aware of it.
Yeah.
Your wife is not aware about
Yeah.
what you're doing.
Yeah.
It breaks the whole.
Yeah, because each time you do that, you are working and functioning outside the blessings of marriage, and that can lead to a lot of
We don't
problems.
want the recording to
So
be
I
too
think,
long.
yeah, I
Anyway.
think that's
So,
the end
yeah.
of my this thing. I've talked about
I hope you've
purpose.
been able to to pick one or two things together. We hope these have been able to help you. You could still go ahead. Let us, if you have any questions, type it down there, comment, share, and like. So my game before,
Yeah.
yeah,
So what is
quick. So I was good. We're gonna play this game. It's called like things that your better heart that I like. It could be. Let me give an instance. Like you're gonna.
Can we also include things that is vexing somebody?
No, things you are better at, Lasso. Things you're better at and things I'm better at.
Okay.
For instance, now it's not too serious. It's just joke. I'm gonna say that you're better at cooking turkey stew.
Turkey stew.
Yeah, I like it when you cook turkey stew.
Voila.
Yeah. So even if it's a woman thing to cook, I always like it when Ola cooks turkey stew. It's marvelous and good in our sight.
Bóyá kí n lọ sí buka. Turkey buka.
Oh, another word. Yeah, no, say one before I say another thing.
I should say
Anything. No.
anything.
Yeah.
Okay. Something that I like about you.
No, that I'm better at.
They are better at. Oh, doing.
Yeah, in doing.
Oh,
We might be doing it. I
you're
do
better
it.
at cooking fried rice. Fried rice.
Never in recent
Yeah.
time.
Although you have not been cooking it
In
recently.
recent time,
Anyway.
I've shifted my goals.
Yeah.
Another thing I like Ola for that you're better at is cooking avala.
Why is it food?
You know that food. No, that cooking avala is like I practically just say this boy is calling me. Tiololuwa is calling me. Tiololuwa, I'm coming. You do better than I do is amala. Making amala. I love food, by the way, so yeah, I love food. So making amala, like your amala is so Deve, like fele. You know that Bukasta kind of amala. No, give it to Ola.
Anyway, for every husband there, learn how to go.
So I like it. So people sometimes when we want to eat amala, I might make the stew, make the wedu, and I'm like, let's the chef.
Now boil water.
Good bojada. So yeah,
Yeah, that's cool.
yeah.
That's cool.
So I'm waiting for me.
I don't say. One thing that Titi does better is that she expresses love better. And that is where I will end it today.
Oh, you need to tell me more about that. Oh.
No, if you want more, do more.
I wasn't expecting that. I expect love better.
Yeah, you do.
Is it verbal one or in actions?
I'll tell you in my private space. So guys,
Okay, guys, so that's it. It's a wrap, and hopefully, yeah, we're trusting God. You get to see us again next week, Sunday or Monday. Any day the video will be uploaded. Yeah, so this is it. Remember to take the lessons. We love you. Subscribe, like, and share. Bye. This is the Arowolos.